My grandma and grandpa started this farm in 1968 when my dad was 1 year old. So it's been in the family for, I'll be the third generation now returning to the farm. So right now the full-time workers here are me, my dad Doug, and my uncle Myron. And then my grandpa's retired, if you will. He calls himself retired, but he's out here every day with us doing the same work. And then my grandma's a big part of the operation as she does a lot of the bookkeeping and financial records and things like that. So it's definitely family oriented, and we hope that it stays that way for the future. My grandpa, when he started this place, he had to do a lot of work to clear it and make it something productive. And to him, that's his legacy. And to me, that's a legacy that I'm really, really proud of, and I hope to continue on. I don't want that legacy to stop with me. I want that to continue on for generations to come. My heart definitely sinks a lot when I hear some of these proposed regulations. And it's just daunting, the idea that these regulations could affect me or could prevent me from doing what I love, and these people have no idea that I'm out here doing it. They haven't seen Prophet's Point Farm or what we do here and what we hope to continue doing. With the snap of a finger, or if you will, the signature, this could be gone. But the land is necessary to do what we do. If we didn't have this land, we couldn't raise food for anyone. And I think that's what people need to understand, is it's not like we bought this land to sell it in 5 years to make a big profit. We bought this land to settle on, to raise families on, and we want this to stay with us as far as we can see for generations to come. My grandma still washes Ziploc bags. That's something that someone who knows to be able to live within their means is something that they knew how to do all along. They didn't start out with having this farm that has buildings all back this ridge, filled with pigs and cattle out grazing on the grass. They started and they had to have blood, sweat, and tears to make this place work. That's something that they learned how to live with only what they needed. And that's something that they still live by. We're not that big of a family farm, but we do well enough to make a living. But some of those regulations would be just enough to push us over the breaking point of not being able to do that anymore. It's hard for us to grow if we have this thought in the back of our mind, well, we have to have this money ready in case someone decides to regulate us. And I think what's scary is, how long will that thought last? How long will we push off our dreams of growing because we have this uncertainty of if we're going to be able to afford it? And for me, that's scary because it's like you're starting over. And I don't like the idea of having to start over from what my grandparents and my dad built at this place. I want to be able to move forward and continue to grow and make the place better, not have to stand still because we spend all our money paying the taxes that are put upon us. But for me, it's really, really important. I may work a lot of hours, and it's not a glamorous lifestyle by any means. Obviously, like I just said, I'm not going to make the most money in the world. But if I can make a living and have my kids out here on the farm with me, experiencing what God has created for us to truly enjoy, to me, that's worth a lot of money.